As we all know, we live in a time where the virtual world is as important as the real world. We are more inclined towards getting a job done sitting at home. Speaking of jobs, some of us have felt the strain of having to physically present ourselves for an interview. Proper attire, professional shoes are required, as are proper walking, talking, and good posture. While some things out of the list stayed intact, few things have been replaced with the uprising of virtual world, one of which is virtual interview. Hello everyone, I am Harshita Mathur and today we will be going through some important things to keep in mind while preparing and appearing for virtual interview.
Spiralogics Skillup is a series of videos created by employees of Spiralogics to help working professionals improve their skills and knowledge on topics ranging from project management, software development, communications, QA, HR, operations management to DevSecOps.
A virtual interview has now become the new standard for most of the interviews conducted by recruiters. The virtual interview is used to discuss a position with a candidate and is conducted either by phone or video call. Usually, a candidate have to go through three major rounds to crack the interview. First, written aptitude test. The very first test that a candidate needs to pass for interview is his aptitude test, which is conducted by the company to test his basic knowledge and skills other than his own domain. Second, technical interview round. The next round is technical interview. In this round, the interviewer broadly talks about your domain and tries to understand your knowledge of it. Third, HR interview round. The HR interview round is the last round where candidates are judged on the basis of their communication skills, soft skills, confidence level, etc. Do's and don'ts for virtual interview are not drastically different from traditional face-to-face meetings, but the following are some points you can specifically keep in mind when you prepare for them. First, test your technology beforehand. To minimize last-minute difficulties, you should set up your system and download the software via which the interview will be conducted, at least 24 hours in advance. Limit distractions. It is important to keep your concentration intact, especially when communicating virtually. So limiting the distractions would help us retain our mental stability. There could be plenty of distractions like receiving notifications from other apps, looking at the ticking clock back and forth, doorbell ringing, etc. I'd suggest you to find a room all by yourself and put every device around you on silent mode. Choose a place where you don't have to adjust light and focus time and again. Speaking of distractions, keep in mind you also have to avoid creating distractions for the interviewer. This can often come in form of messy background or anything in the background which may create distraction for them during the interview. So it's best to find a clutter-free and neat background for the interviewer. Use professional body language. Even though you're presenting yourself on the screen, it is always essential to be well presented. Your body language says a lot about you as a personality. So first things first, a big no to slouch. Avoid too many hand gestures and excessive nodding. Sit in a comfortable position at an appropriate gap between your screen and face. Smile when it's required and nod only when they are explaining something to you. Dress in the same way as you would in a face-to-face interview. Have your resume handy. Firstly, be honest while making a resume. Do not try to overdo or write anything which is out of your capacity. Secondly, whatever you mention in there, be very thorough with every detail of it. It boosts your confidence when you are prepared accordingly. A resume is the only source between you and your interviewer. Therefore, he or she will only be judging you on the basis of it. And what you can do is prepare the questions that can be asked beforehand and practice. Be yourself. Be it an in-person or virtual interview, a candidate should always present his or her opinions and conduct his or herself as they would in real life. You cannot change your behavior for one interview. You might be able to crack it, but you will eventually face many discomforts because of this. So it's always better to conduct yourself as your true self. Remember, virtual interviews are becoming more common and have their unique challenges. Being prepared and following these factors can help you to make a positive impression during the interview process. I hope this video was helpful for you. Stay tuned for more informative videos in the future.
Hello everyone. So my experience of Skillup was a wonderful one. It started from researching for the topic, and so from there till recording, it was a very enriching one, to be honest, and a bit challenging as well. So for the recording and the script writing part, I had a great time working on it. I learned a lot and I tried to incorporate all the points which I thought would be beneficial for all of you to know, and which were also very beneficial for me to know. So I tried to put in all those points, and I hope you all like it. And then we come to the most challenging part, which was recording. So because I work remotely from India, so I had no one to help me while recording. But thankfully, I had a great team assisting me throughout from Nepal. So it was with their guidance I was able to do it in a much better way. So thank you guys, and I hope you all like the video.
As we all know, we live in a world
Samosa.